Hi there. Been a while, hasn't it? Sorry I've been gone for so long, but been kind of busy. Just working, the normal stuff. Well, let's just jump right into it. Yesterday I was thinking about how white people respond to being called racist. And they respond in all the wrong ways to that accusation. Now, let me explain why. Now, I used to do this too. I used to be what I call a me not. Me not racist? No, no, me not. I'm no longer a me not. And here's why. I've come to realize that the word racist, is synonymous with white. If you're white, you're racist. Now, I know that doesn't make any sense to you right now, but it makes sense to the people calling you a racist. Now, they may know fully well, they may be perfectly well aware that you're not a racist. That's not the point of calling you one. The point of calling you one is to cudgel you into submission, into capitulance. That's the point of calling you a racist. And when you say, oh, no, I'm not a racist. I love everybody. I don't discriminate against anyone. Wrong answer. Wrong answer. And here's why it's the wrong answer. You just let them cudgel you. You just gave them permission to whack you over the head with a blackjack, to cause you grief, to cause you anxiety, to cause you pain. You allowed that. And if you feel any of that, when you go to me not mode, when you go into me not mode, that's what you're feeling. That's the desired effect that they want to have on you. Don't give them that victory. Realize that when they have leveled that accusation at you, they have voluntarily walked themselves into a corner that if you handle the conversation correctly, they cannot get out of until you decide they can walk away. That's right. I'm going to show you how to flip that script on them just like that. Instead of going into me not mode and saying, oh my goodness, no, honestly, I'm not a racist. No, they put you on the defensive. Instead of going on the defensive, you can politely and calmly respond like this. Oh, you say I'm a racist? Well, what are you going to do about that? What are you going to do about that? You see, this does a couple of different things. Number one, you haven't denied it, which is exactly what they're looking for. They're looking for you to have that me not mode reaction, to go into, oh no, I'm not a racist, honest, as if it's a criminal thing to be. Now think about this. If white is synonymous with racist, and it is, I'm sorry to break it to you, but it is. No, I didn't say you were racist. I said the word racist is synonymous with the word white, meaning white people. Now, unless you've been living under a fucking rock, you know this. You know how the word is used against you if you're white. By not denying it, you've put them off balance. Now they're going to stay in that corner until they get satisfaction. Secondly, by asking them what they plan to do about it, you've not only put the onus of the burden of proof on them to prove that you're a racist in order to justify taking an action against you for being white, you have backed them into that corner so far that they can't get out of it until you allow it. Now, do you remember some years back when this character that's like on the alt-right, I think is how you say that he's on the alt-right, this guy named Richard Spencer, and for whatever reason, he was assaulted on the street for his views, no doubt, which I'm not familiar with what his views are, but somebody punched him in the face and it went viral. And there was this whole meme about about is it okay to punch a Nazi, right? Now, memes is another thing I'm going to get into, but I'll save that one for another video. So anyway, that incident established in the minds of those who want to cudgel you with the word racist that it is okay to punch a Nazi. Now, if you're a racist and you're white, guess what else you are? A Nazi. And since it's already been established that it's socially acceptable to assault someone who's a Nazi, who's white, who's racist, then that's what you're inviting them to do, or you're leading them there. I mean, what are they going to do? Take you to court? Level the accusation of racism against you? Oh, you're a racist. I'm going to sue you? I don't think so. Oh, you're a racist. I'm going to tell everybody? What good is that going to do? Everybody already knows. You're leading them to the conclusion that the only option they have is to assault you. Do you see how this works? Now, I imagine, other than those of a certain group who individuals within that group have taken it upon themselves to be the harbinger of death for white people, and who usually always end up either getting themselves killed or doing long stretches behind steel bars. Other than that group, most people are going to stop short of assaulting you. Now, you might think, well, yeah, I don't know if I want to go there. I mean, that takes some balls. Well, if you don't have any, get some. Yeah, it does take a spine. But you know what? Who's in the wrong if they call you a Nazi and then they punch you in the face? You or them? See? Now to the part about allowing them to walk away. You get to choose when to do that by pressing the question. Explain it like this if you want to. Okay, I see you've identified a problem. Me, the Nazi, the white guy or gal, the racist. You've identified the problem, and therefore, since you're the one who has identified the problem, it should be you, left up to you, to take the responsibility to solve the problem. What are you going to do about it? At that point, I imagine, because I've yet to have this actual conversation with anyone, but this is just my wheels turning. What's the best, most constructive way to push back against anti-Whiteism? Because that's exactly what the word is for. It is directed only at whites. That action is anti-Whiteism. Okay? People who want to see whites victimized are the same people who will use that word as a cudgel against you to make you bow in submission. And when you don't, they don't know what to do. they're at a loss. You know why? Because nobody before you has ever stood up to them and said, what are you going to do about it? Now, here's how you can gracefully let them walk away with some of their dignity intact. Bring that conversation to their only alternative and say, it's okay to punch racist Nazis, isn't it? Is it okay? Make them give you an answer. If you get punched in the face, well, you have your answer, but I doubt that's going to happen. If they don't get it or they pretend not to get it, be a little bit more pointed about it and say, well, you've called me a racist. You're already in too deep. Is it going too far for you to just go ahead and assault me? You can ask that as angrily or as calmly as you like, but in my experience, the calmer you are in these situations, the more it's going to get to them. See, because they want you hot and bothered. They want you angry and pissed off. They want you anxious. And if you are none of those things, and you handle this situation with calm and rationale, they've got no way out until you say, you know what? I've been called racist before, and it usually works out just fine. I don't mind that you called me racist. I have thick skin. You have a nice day. That's all for now. Come back for another video where we will talk about meme pathogens. Catch you later.